Well, let's speak about that with the entrepreneur and Conservative Party donor John Caudwell. Very good to talk to you, Mr. Caudwell. Well, straight question. Do you agree with David Davis on two counts that the Prime Minister isn't shouldering responsibility and, of course, he should go?
No, I don't actually. Not quite yet on either. I mean, I think, firstly, if the Prime Minister stays in power, he must clean up these acts. He must make certain he is in control of his party, in control of his people, that the law is abided and they have no more issues of sleaze and potential corruption. That is crucial. So I don't agree that that he's not shouldering responsibility, because he's been on television endlessly now apologising for what's happened. Yes, he's not admitting that he was part of that, but that's down to the Sue Gray inquiry to give us all a detailed information as to what the conclusion of her findings are.
But what do you make of the nobody told me defence he deployed yesterday? The man that wrote the rules, told everyone else to follow the rules, wasn't told about the rules and so therefore didn't know what to do. That just doesn't hold water, does it?
Well, it sounds really weak. It sounds weak, but I've never been a person that will condemn anybody without proof and without conclusivity. And, you know, that's the edict of the law in this land, that we're innocent until we're proven guilty. So for the moment, I'll give the Prime Minister the benefit of the doubt. But regardless of that doubt, and even if he is innocent of understanding that that was a party, why hadn't he got a grip on all of those people? And why didn't those people understand that they mustn't do anything like that? A meeting in 40 people with alcohol. I mean, it is farcical, to be honest. But nonetheless, I'll wait for the results of the inquiry, and then my views will be firmed up substantially one way or the other. But whatever my views are don't really count, because he has to carry. Well, not as one individual, they don't. He has to carry the British people with him. And more importantly, in the short term, he has to carry the Conservative Party with him. And if he loses the grip on the Conservative Party, on his own MPs, he'll be pretty powerless anyway. But at the moment, you know, I really worry about changing Prime Minister, who the new Prime Minister might be, and whether they'll have the strength of personality to drive through changes that Boris has undoubtedly started doing over the last couple of years.
OK, I want to talk to you more about that, about who might replace him if he were to go. But first of all, that point, you say your views don't matter. I mean, I said they do because, of course, you know, you've given money to the Conservative Party. They rely on donors like you. Now, if you change your mind about donating money to the party while Boris Johnson is still in charge, that is a blow to them. You're reserving judgment then until you hear from Sue Gray.
I am, and let me just make it clear that I am not a continual Conservative Party supporter. I supported the Conservative Party against what I believe to be a very dangerous Marxist-led government with John McDonnell and Jeremy Corbyn. And I desperately, at that point, wanted a Conservative government. What I always want is a government that I believe will put all the right changes into Britain and will keep Britain the title of great in Great Britain. And it doesn't matter what the party colours are. It's whatever party I believe can do that, I would potentially support, certainly with my vote, but potentially financially. OK, so would you like to see Boris Johnson fight the next general election, as we stand now, fight the next general election for the Conservative Party? As we stand now, no. I would have to see the power of his authority come back within the Conservative Party. The Sue Gray inquiry show him to be at least in reasonable doubt, so that he's not found guilty of misleading the House, and then for the British people to be supportive of him over the next couple of years because of the policies that he puts in place and because of his drive to do all the right things within Britain. Then the Prime Minister would have my full support then.
OK, so he has to re-earn the right. John Caudwell, very good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.